A short set of presentations will set the scene and provide data from different studies and reports, experiences looking at how the new regulatory MDR-IVDR framework is impacting medtech SMEs and the innovation accessibility in Europe. Thank you. So if you could please introduce yourself and the relevance of your roles and then proceed.
Yeah, good morning to all of you and many thanks for the invitation to present our study. So my name is Friederike Windisch and I work at the Austrian National Public Health Institute as a researcher with the main research focus on medical devices. And I'm a project manager of this interesting and also important study. And I'm here together with my colleague Nina Zimmermann, so I hand over to her so that she can also introduce herself.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. My name is Nina Zimmermann, and I also work as a researcher at the Austrian National Public Health Institute, and I'm supporting Friederike in this study.
So should we already start with our presentation? So if yes, we need our PowerPoint slides. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Yeah, so maybe you can switch to the next slide, please. We would like to give a very brief introduction to the study and the related dashboard where you can find all survey results, and the main focus will be on the presentation of the ongoing and planned survey activities with the different stakeholder groups and the presentation of some interesting selected results. So can I have the next slide, please? And the next one. Yeah, the study was commissioned by the European Commission via HDEA and aims to support the monitoring and analyzing of the availability of medical devices and in vitro diagnostic medical devices on the EU market in the context of the new EU regulations, so the MDR and IVDR, and which is an important point from the perspectives of key stakeholders in 30 countries. And the project started in December 2022 and will end at the beginning of December next year. So together with our project partners, Arete and Civic Consulting, and supported by 4 experts from the medical devices sector, we are responsible for the implementation of this study. So if you have any feedback or questions about the study, please send an email to medical.devices@goeg.at. Next slide, please. And the next one. Yes, dashboard, yeah. So the heart of the study is a dashboard that was programmed in MS Power BI and contains all the final results in aggregated form. And currently, the results of 9 notified body surveys are available in the dashboard, as well as data from previous surveys from 2021 onwards, conducted by the European Commission. And the comprehensive results of the first survey of manufacturers and authorized representatives will also be published in dashboard version 2.0 in the next few days. So this is the good news. And please click on the link shown here on the slide and then click on the yellow button. And this will always take you to the latest version of the dashboard. So would be great if you have a brief view on this dashboard. Next slide, please. Yeah, extensive consultation activities are ongoing and planned with our 5 key stakeholder groups. First of all, the notified bodies. We have already contacted 9 notified body surveys and we work on 3 surveys. So from finalization of the presentation to preparation. And next year, we have planned 5 further surveys with notified bodies. And regarding the manufacturers and authorized representatives, we have already conducted 1 survey and the final results will be published this week, as I have already mentioned. And a second survey is planned and we are currently in the preparation phase. So please let us know if you're interested to take part in this survey. And we can also add you to our mailing list. A survey with health service providers, medical societies and medical doctors is currently ongoing with deadline at the end of October this year. And we are in the preparation phase for a survey with patient organizations and competent authorities as well. So many thanks to all stakeholders who support us in our survey activities. This is really of very high value. We have already collected a lot of data and would like to present a few selected results, and we'll start with the notified bodies. So please go to the next slide. And the next one. Yeah, this slide shows an overview of all these 9 notified body surveys conducted, and the data in the following slides comes from the medium data set of the 8 notified body survey, which is marked with this red circle. We had a 100% response rate, and the requested data are from designation as notified body up to the end of February this year. So next slide, please. Here you can see the development of applications filed and certificates issued according to MDR from 43 notified bodies. And at the end of February, a total of 20,424 applications were filed. This is an increase of 2,578 applications, or 14% compared to last October. And in total, around 7,000 certificates were issued, which is an increase of 1,379 certificates, or 25% compared to last October. Yeah, so this slide shows the completeness of the submissions expressed by notified bodies between October 2022 and February 2024, which were deemed satisfactory in terms of documentation provided by the manufacturers. And as you can see on the graph, in February, 10 out of 43 notified bodies, so these are the green ones, or 23%, stated that the submissions had a completeness rate of more than 50%. And the incomplete submissions, so the orange and red ones, are very high over the entire period. The next slide, please. Now we come to the information on the IVD. So around 1,600 applications were lodged, which is an increase of 136 applications, or 9%, compared to last October 2023. And in total, 798 certificates were issued, which is an increase of 96 certificates, or 14%. And this is the slide on the completeness of submissions for IVDs. So 3 out of 12 notified bodies designated under IVDR stated a completeness rate of more than 50% in February. And for all other 9 notified bodies, this rate is lower than 50%. Yeah, now I hand over to my colleague for the presentation of selected results of the survey with manufacturers and authorized representatives.
I hope you can hear me, Friederike. Thank you. Just to say to Nina, if she could keep it very brief,
I know.
please.
Yes,
Thank you, Nina. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be very brief. I would like to only show you a few interesting results from the survey that we did with the manufacturers. So next slide, please. And we did this survey last year, or it started in November last year and was completed by the end of January. And we received about 658 replies. And the full publication of all these survey results is foreseen for next week. So it's really a large slide deck of 99 slides, and I'll briefly show you a few interesting ones. So next slide, please. It only shows you that 77% of the responding companies were SMEs. And next slide, please. We ask the following question to them. The percentage of medical devices that are already transferred or planned to be transferred to the MDR. And about 48% of the companies indicated that 91 to 100% of their medical devices have already been transferred to MDR or planned to be transferred. So the majority of them is on the way, actually. So yes, but there's also a number of manufacturers that indicated that less than 10% of their medical devices are transferred or plan to be transferred to MDR, and this is not a neglectable number. This is 21% of the companies. And on the next slide, you see we also ask them about the reasons why they do not plan to transfer their full portfolio to MDR. And most of the companies indicated that the product revenue is too low to transition to MDR. So that's the reason why they're not planning to transition these products to MDR. And also that the medical devices are to be replaced with an updated or more innovative product, or there's a too long certification time. These were the main reasons. And time is an issue also in this presentation. So on the next slides, you see about a few figures about the timelines that the manufacturers indicated. How long does it take to prepare an application for MDR? And most of them said that it takes less than a year, actually. So for almost 80%, it takes less than 18 months to prepare an application. However, this is the first step. And on the next slides, you see how long does it take from signing a written agreement with a notified body and then till the issuance of a certificate. So next slide, please. And the next slide, please, for timing issues. Yeah. So it really takes quite a long time. You see here on the slide the numbers that the manufacturers indicated for QMS and product certificates together. So compared to what notified bodies said, and here you see it's quite interesting to see that manufacturers reported longer time periods than notified bodies, but it takes on average so more than 18 months to get a certificate, or even longer. And on the next two slides, you see questions that we ask on the preparedness of the manufacturers, if they feel themselves prepared, and 48% said that they already have a certified QMS system that fully covers their portfolio.
Hello, sorry Nina, just trying to interrupt you there. I'm afraid we've run out of time, so could I just ask you to sum up in one sentence? These are absolutely fascinating slides, and I'm sorry we haven't got longer for them, but I'm sure they'll be made available to the participants, so thank you.
Sure. A final sentence. It's a good sign, actually, that most of the companies are on the way, progressing towards MDR and IVDR certification. But some of them are maybe, not so far. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you both very much. Thank you, Frederica and Nina.